You saying Astaghfirullah throughout the day recommended? Oh yeah. You guys know the story of Imam Ahmed, rahimahullah, when he met that guy that always made Astaghfir. Right? Imam Ahmed, rahimahullah, he went traveling, and he went to this other city, and he was going to go like sleep in the mosque, in the masjid. He got there late. He didn't, he was just traveling, so he was going to spend the night in the masjid. So he goes to spend the night in the masjid, and the masjid guard just comes up to him. He's like, "Get out of here! You can't stay here." Nobody knew he was Imam Ahmed. He's famous, big scholar, biggest scholar of his time, really at that time. I mean, by then I don't know if Shafi was gone or not, but rahimahullah. But Imam Ahmed's, big scholar, and the guard doesn't recognize him. You don't know him. People don't have pictures back then. He just kicks him out of the masjid. Can't stay here. So Imam Ahmed goes out and he meets this baker, and the baker's like, "Well, you can come stay at my house." He's like, I don't have, I got room, you can stay there. He said, "Just don't mind me. I'm going to be baking all night, preparing everything to sell it in the morning." So Imam Ahmed goes to the guy's house, and he's sitting there, and he's just, the baker's in there working on his dough, right? Baking his bread. And he just says, "Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah." And he means it, right? "Allah forgive me, oh Allah forgive me, Allah." Because he knows, we sin like constantly as human beings, right? So Imam Ahmed's listening to him, and he's like, after the next morning, he comes talk to him, and he says, I've never met anybody who makes astaghfar as much as you. He said, "Tell me, do you get all your dua answered?" And the man said, "I have had every dua I've ever made answered except for one." And he said, "What was that one?" He said, "I wish to someday meet Imam Ahmed, this great scholar, but I haven't got to meet him yet." And Imam Ahmed is like, Allahu Akbar. He said, "Do you know, because of your astaghfar, Allah drug me from the masjid and drug me to your house so that you could meet me?"